Hello. Yeah. Is the audio, video, everything fine? Then we'll get started. Yeah. Okay. Everything is fine. Let's get started. Now, the last topic that we were about to do yesterday was counting of digits. That we'll do by the end of this lecture. Okay. Now, let's start with the topic for today, that is mainly algebraic identities and inequalities. Now, these are the basic identities. Most of you must have seen them. A plus b whole square is this, a minus b whole square, then all these formulas. Okay, not many questions UPSC has asked from algebraic identities. In other exams it is asked a lot. Now, but knowing them becomes important. Now, first thing, you see a plus b whole square is equals to this. Now, and a minus b whole square is equals to this. Now, can you tell me what is the value of b minus a whole square? What is b minus a whole square? It will be what? If I start writing, it will be like, now I have just replaced this, so it will be like b square plus a square minus 2ba. But isn't ab and ba equal? Correct. They are just multiplication of two numbers. 2 into 3 is equals to 3 into 2. Correct. So ultimately this is exactly equal to a minus b whole square. B minus a whole square is equals to a minus b whole square. That is, if you ever see an expression like this, you are not exactly sure that which of these is correct. Okay, so there are always two possibilities. Of course, it does not matter if you try to calculate your answer using it. Then a plus b whole cube is equals to a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. Now, if I ask a minus b whole cube, you just have to replace this b with minus b and you will get this new formula. So I replace it here, minus b cube. I replace minus b here, it becomes minus 3ab, minus b here, a minus b. Then a cube plus b cube comes out to be a plus b into a square plus b square minus ab, and similarly again I am replacing it with minus b and I get this. Now, one more very famous one is this. Just write down this. So when a plus b plus c is equals to 0, then a cube plus b cube plus c cube comes out to be 3 times a, b, c. Okay. Now, after this we have inequalities. Before that we have, I think, a few questions. Wait, there is one question that we have to do. Yes. Yeah, do this question. There is two statements about two numbers. Their product is 21, there is sum is 10. Which of the following, what are the two numbers? Now you need to tell which of the following is correct in respect of the above statements. Which is required? Now if you look at this, first thing is it is asking you about the two numbers. You don't know both the numbers. Let's assume them to be x and y. Now, using the first statement alone, so you get x into y is equals to 21. But there are many possibilities, correct? It may be 1 into 21. It may be 3 into 7, correct? It may be any other 21 into 1. So there are many possibilities. You cannot tell this specifically what is x and y. So using 1 alone is not possible. Similarly, for using statement 2 alone is not possible as well, because sometimes you can get 5 plus 5, 6 plus 4, many possibilities. But if you take both of them together, so you get x into y is equals to 21 and you get x plus y is equals to 10. Now this defines it uniquely. Why? Because let's see what are the pairs that can satisfy this. X into y is equals to 21. So what are the possibilities? 1 into 21, but here the sum won't be 10. Then the other can be 3 into 7, correct? And here the sum is also 10. Now even if you take the reverse of them, it does not matter. Even if you take 7 into 3 or 1 into 21, again this won't satisfy because the sum is not 10. So ultimately what you got that the exact two numbers are 3 and 7. That's it. It is not asking you about the ordered pair. So you can say that both together, not alone, are sufficient. Yes, Meet. Yes, Dheeraj. Okay, then. So usually when you are getting question of data sufficiency type like this, you look at the first statement, is it enough? Then put it right, otherwise wrong, and then together you see them and then put a right here. That means together what you are getting. Also, if you know, this is coming directly from this formula, that is a plus b whole square, If you know the value of a plus b and of ab, then can you get a square plus b square? Correct. Then similarly, now you have a square plus b square and ab, then you can get the value of a minus b also. If you want, you can write one more. Okay, there are many expressions like this. You can write one more. Sometimes it may help you. This is a plus b whole square minus a minus b whole square is equals to 4 times ab. Can you feel this? If you subtract this and this, then a square b square cancel out. This becomes 2ab plus 2ab becomes 4ab. Okay, now from here you can see very clearly that if I have a plus b, if I have ab, then of course I can calculate a minus b also. Now if I have a plus b and if I have a minus b, then of course using two linear equations you can solve it. Then now let's see the main point of this lecture, that is inequalities. Now in 2025 they filled the paper with inequalities. Okay, 3-4 questions were there straight from inequality. Now first, understanding of the basic terms, I hope you know. If you don't, this is greater than, correct, this is less than. So this is the wider side. Wherever the wider side opens, that is the larger number. Then this is less than, this is equal to, this is greater than or equal to, this is less than equal to. So either it is less than or equal to. Then now there are 2-3 points that you need to know about inequalities. First, just like equations, in equations what we used to do, for example, you used to get 2x plus 6y plus 8 is equals to 72 plus 6x. Then what we could do, we could add or subtract anything, we could multiply also with anything, correct? That is what we used to do. Now same thing can be done here also with inequalities. Inequality does not change, it remains the same. There is only and only one exception, that is if you multiply by any negative number, multiply or divide, it's the same thing, correct? Dividing by 2 is actually multiplying by 1 by 2. So multiply by any negative number, if you do, then the inequality reverses. Otherwise the inequality is same. For example, let's say x is greater than y. Then if I add 2 on both sides, will it matter? Will it matter? No, it won't. Correct. So I can write that x plus 2 is greater than y plus 2. Correct. X is the amount of money, let's say, I have, and y is the amount of money that you have. Now somebody comes and gives 2 rupees to each of us. Still I'll have more money than you. Correct. So it still works. Similarly, if x is the money I have, y is the money you have, then if somebody says that your money gets multiplied by 2, we both got some kind of boon. So this becomes 2x is greater than 2y. This also you understand. Similarly, division also. If I have some money, you have some money, both are divided by half. Half, we both donate. Then what this becomes? It becomes xy greater than y by 2. Correct? So it holds in all the situations. Only thing is, when it is multiplied by negative number, then the inequality has to get reversed. Example of this also. Now, 3 is greater than 2. Correct. Now, if I multiply it with minus 1 on both sides, what it will become? It will become minus 3 and minus 2. Now, which is bigger? Minus 3 and minus 2. Which is bigger? Minus 2 is bigger. And that's why the inequality reverses. So, here are example of this, and this is the exception case. Now, next thing is understanding and an or. And an or. Now, if you see, there are two terms. Now, it says x is between minus 4 to 4 and between 0 and 9. Now, this is an and case. And means what? And means what? That x must satisfy this condition also, and x must satisfy this condition also. What does or mean? That I am okay if x is between minus 4 to 4, or if that is not possible for you, do one thing, make x between 0 and 9. Both works for me. So you can understand this intuitively, that if there is and is actually intersection of two things, and the range will be much smaller, because you are saying I want this also and I want this also. But in our case, what you are looking for? You're looking for the union. That is, if you have this or this, both of these work for me. That is why the range will be much larger here. Correct? Now, let's try to solve this. Find the number of integral solutions for x. Find out. Number of integral solutions. Integral means what? Integer solutions. How many integer solutions do I have for the first case and for the second case? How many solutions? Let's see. So I am trying for the first case. Okay. Now see. So first case, minus 4 to 4, 0 to 9. Now, what does this equality means? That means x can be exactly 4 also. Now, what I said, if it is an AND case, you try to make the range smaller. Correct? You understand this? Now, let's do. So what I'll do, let's say this is 0. So from negative direction, I will try to move towards this direction, and from the positive direction, I will try to move in this direction, so that the range is as small as possible. Now, let's try to do this here. So x is between minus 4 to 4. I will move towards 0. So that means if I take intersection of both of them, then I get that x is greater than 0. Can you feel this? Correct? Because if x is greater than 0, I am satisfying this condition and this condition both. Now on this side, what I will do, I will try to again make the range smaller. So I make it very close to 0, or as small number as possible. Correct? So now 4 and 9, which is smaller? 4. So 4 will come here. Now here is equality. So you will have equality here as well. This is the answer. For this first case. Understood? Now, number of integral solution, count it. 0 won't be counted. Why? Because there is strict inequality. So x is slightly at least greater than 0. So 0 will not be counted. What will be counted is 1, 2, 3 and 4. So answer becomes 4 integral solutions. Now, similarly, let's try for this also. Now it says or this or this. So what you will try to do? You will try to make range as large as possible. So that means you will move away as far as you can go in the negative direction, as far as you can go in the positive direction while following both of these conditions. Let's see how far can you go in negative direction. -4 greater than x is greater than -4. How far you can go in positive direction? 9. So this is the entire range. How many integral solutions? Of course, now here -4 is not in equality, so it won't be counted. Then you start counting, it will be -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Will 9 be counted? No. Correct? So how many solutions? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there are 12 integral solutions. Understood? Case 1 4, yes. Case 2 12, yes Shweta, yes Neelam. Okay, then so you understand and or. Whenever you have to deal with and, what you do? You try to move very close to 0 or take the smallest possible. Correct? And whenever you want to go for or, just see how far you can go in negative, how far you can go in positive, and that becomes your range. Then maximize or minimize. So what they do? They give you question based on, for example, x is between this, y is between this. Then if I ask you find the minimum value of xy, so what you will do? Minimum value of xy. If I have to minimize xy, what should I do? I should take the minimum of x value, correct? So I have to minimize xy, I have to minimize. So I want minimum x and I also want minimum y. Correct? Minimum x and minimum y, what is the value? 1 into, so this is the minimum x, this is the minimum y. So 1 into 2, this is 2. This is the minimum value of xy. Correct? Now, similarly, if I want to maximize xy, then I will do what? I will maximize x and I will maximize y. What is the maximum value of x? It is 8. And what is the maximum value of y? That is 6. So 8 into 6, 48 is the maximum value. Now you have to do the same thing for x by y. This is the minimum for x by y. Find out this. And maximum for x by y. Find out the value. Think about it. Minimum for x by y and maximum for x by y. Yes, Shweta. So minimize, if I have to minimize a fraction, what I do? Let's write it properly. So this is x by y. This is x by y. Now, if I have to minimize x by y, what I have to do? I have to maximize the numerator and I have to minimize the denominator. Can you understand this? Then only this, sorry. Now, if I have to minimize it, I want the fraction to be very small. So what I'll have to do? I have to minimize this numerator and I have to maximize this denominator. Then only this will be a very small fraction. For example, I want to make something like 1 by 189. Correct? This is very small. Here what I have done, the numerator is very small and the denominator is very large. That's why the fraction is smaller. So now what is the minimum value that x can take? Minimum value it can take is 1. What is the maximum value y can take? Is 6. So minimum value becomes 1 by 6. Similarly, for maximum, what you will do? You will have to maximize numerator and minimize denominator. If this is so, maximize numerator. What is the maximum value of x? Maximum value of x is 8. What is the minimum value of denominator? Minimum value of y is 2. So you will enter 2 here. 8 by 4, what is the maximum value that you get? 8 by 4, 8 by 2, that is equal to 4. This is the maximum value of x by y. Yes, Shweta. Yes, Dheeraj. Understood? Simple. This is what you needed to know about equality. Now we'll start doing many questions around it. Questions are sometimes tricky, so please be careful. Concept is this much only. Now it will just be little tricky sometimes. Let's start with this. X is greater than equal to 25, very good, and y is less than equal to 40, then which of the following is correct? X greater than y minus x is this, y minus x is this, x minus y is this. What do you think? Now, first thing, this will not tell you anything. Correct? This will not tell you anything. What you want them to be on the same side. That is, if it is same side of the inequality, then only I can add, subtract or do anything. So first I convert this to the same side. Now see, how do I convert this? So I write here, see, y is less than equal to 40. I like this. Correct? 40 is a bigger number. So I will try to change the sign for x, so that I get 40 minus 25, something like this. And because all the options uses positive numbers. Now, so what I do here, I multiply this with minus 1. If I multiply it with minus 1, what I'll get? I will get minus x here, but the sign will be reversed. Correct? So this will become less than equal to minus of 25. Can you feel this? Can you feel this? Now, if y is less than 40, minus x is less than minus 25, I can add these two inequalities. Because this is on the same side, this I can very easily add. So I add both of these inequalities. What it becomes? It becomes y minus x is less than equal to 40 minus 25. That is, y minus x is less than equal to 15. Now, is there any option like this? Y minus this x is less than or equal to 15. C becomes the answer. Always remember, two inequalities can be added or subtracted and even multiplied, actually. Multiplied let it be. Sometimes sign issue may be there. Only when it is on same side. Correct? For example, here now it is less than and less than, then you can add or subtract. If it is more than, then you can add and subtract. But one is more than, other is less than, then you cannot add or subtract. Yes, Dheeraj. Yes, Shweta. Yes, Ranjan. Good. Then let's do this. So if x is between 4 and 8, x is between 4 and 8, y is between 2 and 7, then what is the ratio of maximum value of x plus y to minimum value of x minus y? So it is using all the things. Okay, I think you can do this. So basically I will just tell you what it is asking you. So it is asking you the ratio of this maximum of x plus y by minimum of x minus y. Don't you think this is simply a question? If even if this was not given, they could have given what is the maximum value of x plus y upon x minus y. Will the answer be different or will it be same? Okay, anyway, first you solve this, then we'll see. Dheeraj is saying D, Shweta is saying B. Okay, let's see. So maximum of x plus y. What is the maximum value of x plus y? Now you are experts. So x plus y, if I have to maximize, I want max of x, I want max of y. What is the value? Max of x is 8, max of y is 7. 8 plus 7, this is equals to 15. So I write here straight away, this is 15 without any doubts. Then it is saying to the minimum value of x minus y. Now x minus y, if I have to minimize, so basically x minus y I want to minimize. How can you minimize x minus y? I can even make it negative. Don't you think so? Minimum will be something negative, correct? So how can I minimize this? I make x, I minimize x and I maximize y. Then I will get a huge negative number, and that is what I want if I want overall minimization of this expression. Then x I am trying to minimize. So what is the minimum value of x? X is 4. Then what is the maximum value of y? Maximum value of y is 7. So 4 minus 7, what I get? Minus 3. So I put here minus 3. Now 15 by minus 3 comes out to be equal to minus 5. Answer is D. Now many people marked something different. So I think C was a very good option given by them, because once people get something like this, that 15 by something negative, they won't think and they will mark C. Many students did this also. So this is actually not 2, this is actually 3. When I was solving it at home, I also rechecked once that was it 2 or 3, and then I saw, okay, so it's a trick that they are trying to use. Answer is none of the above. Yes, Meet. Yes, Runjun. Yes, Dheeraj. Yes, Neelam. Good. Then, yeah, this was again a good question. Think about this. I have given you a hint at the start. Is p plus q whole square minus 4pq, where p and q are natural numbers, positive? So options are good. First option is only one alone is sufficient. Second option is either alone is sufficient. Third is both together but not alone are sufficient. Then D is answerable without statements. Now they give very long options. Okay, I have to reduce it so that you can see it very clearly on the board. Okay, does not matter if you can do here, you can do there. Let's see. I want correct answer in one go. Think about it. Open p plus q whole square. You will start seeing something. Okay. Runjun is saying B. Anybody else? Dheeraj is saying C. Okay. Dheeraj is not saying anything. Now, see this. So, this is asking you, is p plus q whole square minus 4pq greater than 0? This is the question. Now, is this expression greater than 0? Now, if you get a definite yes, then you say that statement is enough. If you get a definite no, that also is enough. Does not matter. It is just asking you, can you tell me exactly? If your answer is yes, fine. If your answer is no, fine. Then p plus q whole square minus 4pq. So I write here, this is p square plus q square minus, sorry, plus 2pq minus 4pq is greater than 0. Now 2pq minus 4pq becomes p square plus q square minus 2pq is greater than 0. Now what is this? What is this? Dheeraj is saying D. Now, most students in exam hall did this. So this is what? This is p minus q whole square greater than 0. Now, so they felt that they were checking for this, is this number greater than 0 or not, and eventually I'm rubbing this, eventually if you just solve this expression, is this greater than 0 or not, so I have just solved this expression and I got to here. Now they saw a square. This is square of something. Now square of something is greater than 0 usually. Why? Because even if you get a negative number here, for example, let's say p is 2, q is 5, then 2 minus 5 is minus 3 square is 9, which is again greater than 0. So then they thought that actually no statement is needed and answer becomes D. Okay, somebody gave answer D. Yes, Shweta, Dheeraj. Okay, now why? Now this is absolutely wrong. Why this is wrong? Because you have not removed one condition, that is, if what if p is equal to q. If p is equal to q, then this is not greater than 0. Then this becomes equal to 0. So you must eliminate p being equal to q. It does not matter if p is greater than q or q is greater than p, but p should not be equal to q. That is the only condition. Now first statement tells you p is less than q, works very well. It will give you some negative square, that is positive. Yes, so statement 1 is enough. Now p is greater than q, works, correct. Square again greater than 0, this also works. But you do need at least one of these statements. So answer becomes B, that is either alone is sufficient. Understood? No, Shankar. Yes, Dheeraj. Okay, good. Who got it correct? Shweta, Neelam, Runjun. Okay, good. Then Let's do this much simpler. Okay, good Neelam. Then P plus Q minus R is greater than P minus Q plus R, where P, Q, R are integers. Okay. Then it is asking you, is this correct? Okay, is this true? Now, you see this inequality, what you can do is, you can just solve it. How you solve this? As you understood, you can add or subtract anything, does not matter. Only exception was multiplying by something negative, that we are not doing. So now I can multiply this whole, or just add q on both sides, then this q will get cancelled out, or I can just simply do it as I do in equal sign. I can put this minus q here, this minus will become plus here, so it becomes p plus 2q, and r also I am sending here, so this becomes minus r and minus p. This is greater than 0. Everything I have sent here. Correct? Then p and p very easily cancelled out. R but remains. So this becomes 2q minus 2r is greater than 0, or now again I can divide this whole by 2. Does not matter. Correct? So ultimately what I am getting is q is greater than r. Now, if my statement tells me, that means if my statements must tell me relation between q and r. Now, q is greater than r is what I got. If somehow you can give me the relation, that q is greater than r, then it works for me. Or you can give me r is greater than q, then also it works. Because then I will say that this statement is incorrect. So this statement I can call it definitely incorrect if r comes out greater than q, and I can call it correct if q is greater than r. Simple. So I am looking for relation between q and r. Now let's see the statement. P minus q is positive. This gives you what? P minus q is greater than 0. This gives you p is greater than q. Okay, good. P minus r is negative. So p minus r is less than 0. So this gives you what? That p is less than r. So p is less than r. Now, is one statement enough? The relation between p and q is given to you. Is that enough? No. You want relation between q and r. Is second statement enough? No. P and r relation is also not enough. But if you take both of them together, can you see this? That p is greater than q but less than r. You get this strict relation. From this what you can get? From this you can get that q is less than r. Now, the statement was asking you that is this correct or incorrect, but you are getting a very definite incorrect. That means both of them together are enough to answer the question. Answer becomes C, both together but not alone. Yes, Runjun, correct. Understood? Even though the relation that was given was q greater than r, you got the answer as q less than r, then also it works. Why? Because you can simply say that this statement is incorrect. And that is a definite answer. It is asking you, is this greater than this? Now, if you get a definite answer, that is it. That is what you want from the question. So answer to this question is no. Understood? Then See, some people I think don't know this. That's why they're getting confused. So data sufficiency, you get two kinds of questions. Okay, one is a yes no question and the other is a value question. Now, what is a yes no question? Yes no question means what? That if you can give a definite yes, that is, if you can give a definite yes or a definite no, then in both the conditions you say that the given statements are enough. So statements are, whatever combination statements are enough. If you are getting yes and no, that is, you are getting some kind of confusion. In one case you are getting yes, in the other case you are getting no, then you say that the statements are not enough. Okay, now value based questions are where they are asking you the can you find the value. So there, if you can find the exact value, then only you say that this statement is sufficient. Now this most people understand that if they are able to find the value, of course the statements were sufficient. If they were not able to find the value, then the statements are insufficient. So if you can get to the answer perfectly, you can fill one value here, you can fill a unique value here, then this is satisfied. People get confused in this, so please try to remember this. That is, if there is a definite yes or definite no, this is a yes no question. It is asking you, is this greater than this? The answer will be what? Not value. This will be, the answer will be either yes sir, it is greater, or the answer will be no sir, it is not greater. Understood? So this is a yes no type of data sufficiency question. So ultimately, if you can fill this blank with either y or with n, you are done your job. And this is why you need to remember this. Now in this question you got a definite no, and that is why you will say that this is sufficient to answer. Yes Neelam, yes Ranjan. Okay, then this we have done. Wait, let me remove this. Now this is your homework. Very similar question. Basically, what are the values of m and n? Now the statement one is m plus n is greater than mn and m is greater than n. The product of m and n is 24. Just think about it a little, you will get the answer. Then, yeah, this is little different. Try this. How many pair of natural numbers are there such that the difference of whose square is 63? Now, first thing, you see something like this. So you write x square minus y square is what? X square minus y square is x minus y into x plus y is equals to 63. Now, according to the question, how many pair of natural numbers are there? So that means you are searching for natural numbers. Okay, in place of x and y, you will have natural numbers that can satisfy this. If you have to have natural numbers, now what are the possible ways? So this is multiplication of two things giving you 63. What are the possibilities? It may be. Now, if there are natural numbers, can you feel that x plus y will be greater than x minus y? Correct? Because this is the difference. All of them are natural. That means all of them are positive. So 5 minus 3 will always be less than 5 plus 3. This you understand? Then, so we'll write it in this pattern only. So this is smaller. So I assume value 1 here and 1 into 63. Correct? This is one of the possible solutions, giving you 63. Here x minus y is 1 and x plus y is 63. Then let's take second. Now what is the next number? I can take 3 here and 21 here. This is also possible. Correct? Then next I can take here 7 and 9. Also possible. Correct? X plus y is still greater. Now if I try to take any other number, let's go one more. So I write here 9, then this becomes 7, but x minus y has to be less than x plus y. So that means this case is not possible. So how many cases you got? 1, 2, 3. Now if you want to solve, if you have so much free time, you have already cleared the CSAT, then you can solve this and get the exact values. Otherwise you're getting 3 pairs. That means you will get, ultimately you will get 3 solutions. Because it is natural numbers, you don't have to worry much. So answer becomes A, that is 3, 5. How you got 5, Neelam? Okay, so ultimately you will be getting 3 solutions. Understood? 10. Now we come to counting of digits. This was left in yesterday's class also. Very simple concept, but it keeps coming up. Now there are 2 things you need to understand. 2 ways they give questions. Sometimes they give you pages and they ask you digits. Sometimes they give you digits and they ask you pages. Now, what is the core concept? The core concept is actually comes from typing. Now, see, if I am a typist, then I am typing the page numbers. Now, let's say I type 1, then I type 2, 3, 4, all this is fine. Now, what if I type 100? The 100 page number, when I have to type, how many keys I have to press? I have to press keys 3 times, that is 1, 0, 0. Now, the number of times you press keys is actually equal to number of digits. Now, if I ask you any random page, for example, if I ask you 2, 3, 7, 8, how many times you will have to press keys? You will have to press keys 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Correct? So this gives you digit. Now, whatever is the number of pages, for example, if I ask you a book is of 13 pages. Now, how many times I will have to push my fingers against the useless keyboard? How many times? So 13 pages are there. So for page number 1 to 9, I press 1 time. Correct? For 1 to 9, I am pressing 1 time. Now, but for 10 to 13, how many pages? 10 to 13, 10, 11, 12, 13. So there are 4 pages. There are 4 pages. Correct? And in these 4 pages, how many times I have to press? I have to press 2 times. Correct? For 10 I press 1 and 0. For 11 I press 1 and 1. Correct? So ultimately what I got? This is 9, 1 time each, and this is 4 to the 8. Then I add them. 9 plus 8 is 17 digits is what is used to type the 13 pages. So digits will always be much greater than the number of pages. Now, some people get confused here also that 10 to 13, how you counted 4 pages. So always remember, if you are taking a range, for example 10 to 13, just take the difference, does not matter. So you can take the difference. So if I ask you from B to A, what is the number of pages? So this will be equal to B minus A. Simply you can take, or if you are going from B to A, B is let's say smaller. So then this becomes A minus B, whatever is the difference. Now, always you have to add 1, because then you will be missing one of the endpoints. So you had to count 10 also. That's why you subtract them. 13 minus 10, 3, but you have to add 1. So 3 plus 1, 4. You can always remember it like A minus B plus 1. Understood? Now, if I have to convert from digits to pages, what I'll do, if I give you 17 digits, now you have to move back to pages. Same way you start calculating and then you will get the answer. The answer will be, of course, 13 pages. You understood? So these are the 2 concepts. Now, This is something that will be used again and again. This is for sum of first n natural numbers. This is n into n plus 1 by 2. Will be used many times. Then summation n square and n cube also I have written. Please try to remember it. Not used much in UPSC CSAT till now. Okay. So this is n into n plus 1 plus into 2n plus 1 by 6. This is just square of this. Understood? Now. But this you have to remember, n into n plus 1 by 2. Now, see, now different kinds of pages we have. I am trying to count how many digits I will have to type or how many times I will have to press keys. Now, single digit numbers, that is 1 to 9, how many such pages are there? 9. How do you calculate 9? 9 minus 1, 8, 8 plus 1, 9. Understood? Then how many times you will have to press? 1 for each of them. So 9 pages and 1 for each of them. How many digits will be used? It will be n into d or 9 into 1. 9 into 1 gives you 9. Fine. 9 times if I press, I can type pages from 1 to 9. Then let's see for double digit, that is 10 to 99. How many numbers? 99 minus 10, 89 plus 1, 90. Correct? And you have to press 2 keys for each of these numbers. For example, 10, 1, 0, 11, 1, 1. So like that. So 90. So 9 into 1 came out to be 9. Then 90 into 2, this will come out to be 180. Correct? Then similarly, now you understand the pattern. This will be 900. 999 minus 100 is 899 plus 1, 900. And for each of them, 100, 123. So 1, 2, 3. 3 for each of them. So 900 into 3. This becomes 2700. And then last, let's say 9000 into 4. So this becomes 36,000. Can you see a pattern? It is like 9, 18, 27, 36 and 110 keeps on increasing. 10, 20, 30, next would be 40. So you can understand the pattern. Now, more important than this is this pattern. That is, usually when you are counting, this is more useful, which is, if you look here. Now, if I want to count, if I have a book that has 99 pages, what do? So I will have to count from 1 to 99. Correct? Whether it is 1 digit or 2 digit does not matter. I have to type all from 1 to 99. So that means 9 and 180. I have to take them both together and this comes out to be 189. Correct? Then let's take another. So now if I have to count from 1 to 999, what do? 1 to 999. So I start from here and I count till here. So this becomes what? 189 was there and 2700 I'll add more. So 2700 plus 189, this becomes 9, 8, 7 plus 8, 7 plus 1, 8 and 2889. So I get here 2889 till from 1 digit number to 3 digit numbers I get 2889. Then similarly you can go forward. At least these two numbers you must remember. You must remember them, 189 and 2889. All questions will be done by these two numbers only. I am telling you the pattern so that if sometime they give you some large number, then also you are able to find. Correct? So 189 and 2889. Now this is a trick how you can find out for all numbers. For example, for 1 to 9 I have written 9. Correct? 9 times you have to, 9 digits will be used. For 1 to 99, now I have written 9999 like this and 0, 1, 2, 3 in a diagonal pattern like this. Now whatever space is left in between, that I will fill with 8. So 1 8 is here, 2 8s are here and 3 8s are here. Can you see the same numbers forming? Yes. So this is only single digit numbers. This is 9. Then 1 to 99, that is single digit and 2 digit numbers, 189. 1 to 3 digit numbers, this is 2889. And then similarly 3 8889. Can you tell me this now? Can you tell me 1 and 5 times 9 will be what? 4. Now 1 8 will also increase and last will be 9. Understood? So this is actually the pattern. Then If you have understood all of this, now we'll get to questions. What is the total number of digits printed if a book containing 150 pages is to be numbered from 1 to 150? This was CSAT 2017, also was CAPF 2007. 1 to 150 you have to print. What confusion, Neelam? Keep seeing the questions, you will get it. So 1 to 150 you have to count how many digits will be used. Now always remember, we keep using these two numbers. If you ever see a question from this topic, just note down this, that 1 to 99 is 189, 1 to 999 is 2889. These two are your golden numbers. If you remember these two, 189 and 2889, you are very much in line. So now I have to count from 1 to 150. How many digits are used? So first thing, I want to use this table, correct? So I'd go 1 to 99. 1 to 99, how many digits are used? 189. This too, anyway you remember. Now, how many more numbers? How many more numbers are there? From 100 to 150 is what I have to count. How many numbers? You have learned this is b minus a plus 1. 150 minus 100, 50 plus 1. So what you get here, 51. Now each of these numbers, that is 100 to 150, 101, take any number, 101, 108, 123, all these requires how many digits? How many digits? 3 digits, correct. So 51 numbers are there. For each of these numbers, I require 3 digits. So 51 into 3, this comes out to be 153. Correct. So I need 189 to type from 1 to 99 and 153 to type from 100 to 150. I must add them both because book is also the addition of both 150 pages. So 189 plus 153 will be my answer. 189 plus 153, 9 plus 3 is 12, 2 here, 1 carry, 9 plus 5 is 14, 4 here, 1 carry, and this becomes 1 plus 1 plus 1, that is 3. Answer becomes B, 342. Yes, Meet, yes, Dheeraj, yes, Neelam, yes, Shweta. Then let's do next. Just these two numbers you have to remember, 189 and 2889. Now see this, a printer numbers, this is 2019, numbers the pages of a book starting with 1 and uses 3089 digits in all. How many pages does the book have? So now there what you did, pages to digits. Now this question is about what? This question is just opposite, that is digits is given to you, you want to reach pages. How do you get to that? Now see this, whenever digits is given to you, what are your two golden numbers? 189 and 2889. Now just see which is closest to it, and of course less than it, that you have to take. Now you see 3089 digits are used. First thing, I subtract 2889. This is the closest, this I will subtract. So I subtract 2889. What I get? 0. 8 minus 8 is 0. Then 10 minus 8 is 2. This goes away. Now that means I can use 2889 digits and still I have some digits left. Correct? Now what is this 2889? This is 1, 2. This is 1, 2, 999 pages being typed. So now I have typed till 999 pages. I have used 2889 digits. Still I have some more digits left. So 1 to 999 is already done. Now how many more are left? 200 more digits are left. So 200 more digits were used. Now, these 200 more digits were used. They will be used where? They will be used to type. So 1 to 3 digit is done. They will be used to, these will be used to type 4-digit pages. Can you feel this? These will be used to type 4-digit pages. Correct? For example, this will be used to type 1000, this will be used to type 1001, and goes on like this. Now, 4-digit number it will type. So how many 4-digit numbers can it type? So for each of them, you have total 200 digits. For each of these numbers, you require 4 digits. So you just divide it by 4. What you got? 50. So that means 50 more pages. 50 more pages after all the 3-digit numbers were done. That is after 999. What you got? 50 more pages after 999. Just add 999 plus 50. What you got? 9. 9 plus 5 is 14. 4 is a 1 carry. 9 plus 1 is 10. 1049 is the number of pages in the book. Yes, Ranjan. Yes, Meet. Yes, Dheeraj. Understood? So both patterns, I hope you understood. Here what we do, we try to think that I have to go till 150 pages. So I see the nearest one. That what I remember. So I go 189 is already done. Then let's see the next number. Okay. And then I see for the other ones. Here I go in reverse order. So I see the number of digits. I subtract 189 or 2889 depending on is it a large number, correct, or is it a small number. For example, if it was 500 digits, then I will only subtract 189. 2889 can anyway not get subtracted. Now, once you get this number, just think this number will be used, this digits will be used to type what kind of number? 3-digit number, 4-digit number, 5-digit number, that you have to divide it by. That's it. 1 to 999 was counted, add 50, get answer. Do this. A page is torn from a booklet whose pages are numbered in the usual manner, starting from first page as 1. The sum of the numbers of the remaining pages is 195. The torn pages containing which of the following numbers? Okay, nice. Okay, let me do this. Now, you see this. So there is a book. Now, in this book, you are typing the pages, correct? So now, essentially, this is 1, then 2, then 3, like this you will keep on typing the pages, correct? Till some n pages you count, correct? Now, it says the sum of the numbers on the remaining pages is 195. The torn page contain which of the following numbers? Okay, so this is not really about conversion to digits. This is just summation of numbers. Now, if you count this, so 1, 2, 3 till n. Now, this is equal to what? N into n plus 1 by 2. Now, some pages are torn, correct? So those are absolutely not counted. So that means the counting that I get is actually lower. The real count of the book is something more than 195. Can you feel this? Correct? Can you feel this? So basically the sum of the remaining pages is 195. So the real sum would have been greater than 195. This you can feel. Now, if this is so, can you think of any number that will satisfy n here? The smallest, the closest n that you can get. Now, how do you see this? I am writing it here separately. So what you have to do, see, n into n plus 1 is greater than, now I send this to, is in division here, I send it here. So this becomes 390, correct? Now, once you get this, just forget this n into n plus 1, just think of square of which number is just greater than 390. Can you think of any number? Can you think of any number? Yes, you can think that 20 is that number whose square is just bigger. Understood? So what you should be taking as n? So that means n should be taken as 20. N should be taken as 20. This you do in rough or in your mind, wherever. Here you directly put the value of 20. So I put here 20 into 21 by 2, 1 time, 10 time, 10 into 21. So what I got? 210. So ideally there could have been 210 pages, but the sum is coming out to be 195. So what is the numbers on the torn pages? 210 minus 195, that is 15 is the sum of number on the torn page. Now torn page, now if you take out one page from your book, actually you are taking out two numbers. For example, 5 and 6 is taken out, correct? So the sum is 11. Then if you take out a page and the two numbers would have been 11 and 12, so essentially you have taken out 23 in the sum. So now you're looking for two numbers whose sum is 15. 5 and 6, no. 7 and 8, yes. 9 plus 10, no. 11 and 12, of course not. Answer becomes B, that is 7 and 8. Yes, Dheeraj. Yes, Neelam. Understood? Then this is the last question from 2025. What is the 489th digit in the number this? Now this may not look to many people that this is that number and digit conversion, but it is if you look carefully. Yes, Meet. Can you see here 10 is actually, if you see how it is written, 10 is using two digits, correct? Similarly, if I keep writing like this, then 101 will occupy 3 digits. So that is essentially this whole question is what is given to you. You are given, you are asked numbers, and what is given to you? 489th digit. So basically digit is given to you and you are being asked number, or in other words you are being asked the pages of the book. How many pages does it have? If you can guess the pages, then you can also get the digit that you are looking for. It is asking you the 489th digit. .489 is the number of digits. What we do when we get digits and we have to go to pages, we have two golden numbers. One is 189, other is 2889. What I can subtract from here? I can very clearly subtract 189 from here. What I get? 0, 0, 3. Now when I type here 189, what is counted? That is 1 to 99 is counted. 1 to 99 is counted. This 300 will be used for what? This 300 will be used for typing what digit number? 3 digit numbers. For example, 100, 101, 102, like this. So this will be used for 3 digit numbers. This will be used for 3 digit numbers. So I take here 300 by 3. What I get? 300 by 3, 100. That means 1 to 99 was done. 100 more I can do. 100 more pages. 100 more pages I can count. So that means this becomes 99 plus 100. What I get? 199. That means 199 pages I can write completely. Now if I can write completely 199 pages, what will be the last digit that I type? If the book is of 199 pages, I type 199 and my work is done. What is the last digit I typed? 9. So answer becomes, what is the 489th digit? It is 9. Yes, Dheeraj. Yes, Shweta. Yes, Smith. Good. Understood? Okay, so that's it for counting of numbers and all the other topics, inequalities, algebraic identities that we did. Next class will be on remainders, very important. Every year, we from last few years we are seeing 2 questions every year. Otherwise, also there used to be 1 question. Okay, so 2 questions is what I expect from remainders. See you tomorrow. That's it. Thank you.